You guys actually go to bed? What did I say? It's 2:30. Go to bed.
It's the best time to be playing.
Marv, go to bed.
Why?
Because it's 2:30. Go to bed.
Why me?
Because everyone has to go to bed. Why are all the lights on?
I don't know. Earlier I turned them all off.
Ugh. Millie, you want your blanket?
No, well and truly, you heard that right. Her little kids, 7, 8, 6, whatever year olds, are still awake at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. You weren't mishearing it, but that seems like kind of common practice over there in the Mad household. They're quite literally called the Mad household. You have Veronica the mum, Veronica Merritt, I do believe. And I just want to talk about how Alicia Dougherty did her so dirty by introducing her to us. I mean, I am well aware that This Mad Mama did have a TikTok presence, did have a TikTok following before, but had Alicia not have done these little like promo preview, like this is my friend duet whatever's over on TikTok, I would be none the wiser on who this lady is. I would not be spending so much of my time watching her content just being like, what is happening? I mean, if you want the juice, the real juice is the fact that Alicia did the worst thing Alicia could have possibly done for this woman is by promoting her. And she didn't promote her, but she was basically just like parading her around. Like, she did a couple of TikToks and people were now curious. And now, honestly, I was reading a Reddit post on This Mad Mama's Reddit thread, and people were honestly saying like, why does Alicia get way more, like, why do people talk about Alicia more? And yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I really haven't been covering Alicia that much recently because A, I feel like I spent so much of my time covering her. B, there's nothing to really talk about. And C, I feel like everything there is to talk about, we've all talked about to death, and there's just nothing more. I mean, like, there just isn't. It doesn't mean I'll never cover her, but I feel like I've said all I can say without something new coming out about her. So I hope you guys understand. Plus, everyone was saying as well, like, we are bored of the Dougherty Dozen content. Like, and I fully understand that, okay? But the thing is that it honestly was the worst thing for Alicia to ever do, was just to show us who Veronica was. I mean, honestly, it's strange out here.
You can bully me if you want to. I don't actually care. I am this mad mom, and apparently I'm a bully magnet. If you like making fun of people when they're going through a hard time, you'll love me. Just go ahead and click the link in bio, find my YouTube, and you can go back to my daily vlogs to when my son was diagnosed with cancer, and my house was a mess every time I came home, and I had to deal with that. And apparently people want to use that to bully me, but that's fine, because I don't care. So go ahead and check it out, and don't forget to leave your hate comments. I don't care.
Now, don't get me wrong, that whole bit with her youngest, or one of her youngest, being diagnosed with cancer, is a horrible thing. I do believe they're in remission right now. But aside from that, I mean, this kind of chaotic way of being, reasonings as to why people have an issue with the way that her channel is, with the way that she kind of is, isn't anything to do with the fact that she wasn't able to keep a clean house. That is only maybe one of the minor concerns that people had when they then saw footage of her YouTube channel way back, like, I don't know, like last year or whatever, when she was obviously going through some crap, and that can obviously be excused. But the thing is that it's still exactly the same. It's still exactly the same, as this one commenter pointed out. You know, people are mostly talking about the difference in the way you treat the older kids versus the littles, and the fact that you say you have all these health problems and are close to death, but instead of budgeting and making sure the kids will be taken care of, if you die, you spend thousands on gifts for the older girls. Now, this is just a few things. People have a lot of issue with kind of what she feeds her kids, the canned spaghetti, whatever the hell it is out the can, like not even heated up, the fact that kids go to bed seemingly at like 2:30 in the morning, and some of them are like uber young, the fact that she wasn't taking her kids only until quite recently, had to go get health checkups. I've even read that most of them don't even have birth certificates, and I know for a fact that people say that, and a lot of people say that, so I would love to see a comment of her maybe commenting that, etc, etc. She doesn't send them to school because apparently CPS was alerted because the kids were really looking quite hungry, etc., etc. So she mysteriously pulled the kids out. Anyway. Now, to make this a little bit more interesting, now, since people have been pulling her up on all of this kind of stuff, what's now ended up happening is her niece actually took to TikTok. I believe she's about 14, so I'm not going to be showing the video here. Took to TikTok and basically said a load of things which go against what Veronica has told us in the comment section, such as CPS not being called. Only one of her kids went to public school, even though that's not true because Veronica has told us otherwise, as alluded to and told in this comment from her right here. And what's now happened is that the niece is saying that apparently some of her younger kids are going to be starting school soon. They've also, I've noticed more of an influx of her taking her kids to doctor's appointments. And I can't help but wonder if this is because people are really calling her out on her crap. And it would make a lot of sense. And I'm so happy that she is actually listening to people. But this is just basic stuff that you would have thought that she'd have known, you know, like taking her kids to doctor's appointments and etc., etc. I mean, the whole thing is just wild when you actually put it all together. So I've got no idea what is in that can. To me, like, some of them look like they were drinking energy drinks, but it's not a can that I recognize. So can any of you guys fill me in on that? But yeah, looks pretty sad over there. So what we're going to be talking about now is actually Veronica's eldest daughter. Veronica's eldest daughter was in a bit of hot water, and by the way, she has been backlashing. Her name's Victoria. She has been backlashing all the way off of TikTok at the minute, saying that we're all haters, saying we're all wrong, because in a couple of separate clips, okay, which I'm not gonna show, but you can go and find them because people are commenting on them, she is seen not only like kicking one of her really young siblings, but then also hitting another one over the head. And these are like young kids. Bearing in mind, this lady, Victoria, on the left, she actually has a kid of her own. Her kid is about like, what, one? I don't even know how old they are. She's got a kid of her own. And this is what she responded when, you know, all of this backlash started coming out. And also, she's 23 as well. Like, but keep this in mind, everyone. Nah, because it is getting ridiculous at this point. My siblings and I bully each other. We argue, we're playful and sarcastic, but at the end of the day, we know it is all jokes and good fun. And I most definitely do not take my anger out on my siblings. It is just how we are. You're being pissed over someone else's sibling dynamic is insane. I've seen 16-year-old brothers literally body slam their 2-year-old brothers into a bed, and the 2-year-old thinking it is the funniest thing ever on this app, and nobody said anything about it. I don't give a F if I'm 23 and they are 10 years. They are still my siblings, and I'ma lovingly bully them just like they bully me. I love them. They're not afraid of me. If you aren't close with your siblings, or if you're an only child, just say that, because I'm getting real tired of this app for real. Age doesn't mean a damn thing when you're siblings for real. Shit making me not want to be part of this app anymore. Like, what was that? What was that? I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Well, maybe this does sound a little bit mean. But to be honest with you, no. If I saw a 16-year-old body slam a 2-year-old, I wouldn't think that's funny. No, you can't just go throwing your weight around to your younger siblings because one of you might get hurt. This is exactly what I'm trying to say. What goes on in that house? This is like a product of Veronica's parenting. And the thing is that I feel like we've got enough evidence now to be able just to realise, yeah, crap, this really is a product of that. No, just because you don't agree with watching you hit your like 8-year-old, 6-year-old, whoever, siblings for no reasoning, like we've seen the video footage for no reasoning, just because we think that's out of order doesn't mean that we don't have a good relationship with our siblings. Maybe it means that we just don't like hurting them. And I do understand that obviously, like, you do have it where some siblings will just rough tumble, but this just goes beyond it. And don't even get me started on Veronica saying that her kids like throw knives at each other, because yeah, that wasn't good either.
Because I don't care, so go ahead and check it out, and Don't forget to leave your hate comments. I don't care.
I feel like Veronica must feel like I will put my feet in her shoes. I'll try and be on her wavelength. I can understand why she may feel like she is being attacked, especially as she likes to tell people a lot about, you know, her upbringing and her story and how she ended up having a child at 14, etc, etc, etc. She does talk about this quite a lot. But people are starting to draw the parallels with some of what she says was an issue when she was a child and the way that her kids are living now. And I'm not saying that they are exactly the same. However, people do draw those parallels. And this is what some people have to say about it. Veronica wrote, I had never wanted to relive my childhood. I had severe depression among other mental health issues. I lived in a state of constant fear and pain. I'm finally happy now. Then someone else wrote, I'm sorry about your childhood, but I'm just confused why you would then have too many children and repeat the cycle for them, especially the little ones. For example, you have said you didn't like your mother favouring your sister, but you favour the eldest kids in a hierarchy. Why can't I talk today? This is extremely true, and this is what a lot of people have issues with, and this is even something that Veronica has acknowledged in the comments section. Please seek therapy and pharmaceutical help. Having endless amounts of children as experiments is not a cure to mental illness. Now, if you haven't already seen, but she did do this like 5-part series on TikTok that swiftly got deleted when people had a bit of an issue with it, when she was basically explaining how she got all of her kids, but how she had all her kids. And basically there was no rhyme or reason to it. She just kept on thinking things would get better, so she had another kid. She didn't think about it. It was like she was like, I don't want to mean this to say in a bad way, because of course you're just taking my word from it, but she deleted it because she was getting a huge backlash, and it kind of felt like she was talking about just like collecting things. It was just like, oh well, you know, this fell through and then we didn't have a house anymore, but oh no, I'm having another child. And it was like, it didn't really feel very planned out, and I can't but help but feel that a lot of that would have come from just issues that they're obviously working on in their own mind. Not to sound mean or anything, I saw those TikToks. There's a reason why they got deleted. It can't be nice growing up in a dilapidated house, living at the poverty line, and with 11 siblings, many of whom get more attention than you. And these are just some of the issues that people are having. So, you know, there is a part of me that kind of feels like, come on, Veronica, like, get it together. Just come on, because her videos are extremely unfiltered. It's a very raw and real look into the day-to-day life, which is something that is completely different to Alicia, because Alicia tries to kind of sugar cookie, what am I trying to say? Cookie cutter, sugar toss. What am I trying to say? Gloss over with sugar, sprinkle some sugar over what you're watching. I mean, we had to sit through Alicia wrapping presents for like a long time. It was way too long. We have to sit through like 2-hour laundry folds, and you won't find that over on Veronica's channel. Okay, you'll find everything filmed in portrait mode on the iPhone. It's a bit grainy and it's very raw and real, but she doesn't really edit stuff out, so you will see, you know, the eldest Victoria smacking one of the other kids. You will see them awake at 2:30. You will see checkups and all of this kind of stuff, and just these like little conversations that seem to happen that she doesn't edit out. And it does just paint a picture of a very chaotic household, and it does seem to me that maybe was what she was trying to escape when she was younger, and that's kind of what she's got. It looks extremely chaotic, and you know, I just can't believe that Alicia would feed her to the wolves like this, because she must have known the amount of negative attention that Alicia was getting. Did she just place this mad mama? Did she just like place her in a video one day going, the commentary channels are going to talk about her now instead of me, ha ha ha, because she's way more interesting? I feel like this was planned. I feel like this was planned or something. And if you think so too, let me know down in the comments. But I think something sneaky suspicious is going on over here. Let me just tell you that. Editing AB, it is all grady. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comment section down below. I can't even talk. It's like really late and I'm trying to get a whole load of videos done before me and my girls go down to Devon so they can spend some time with their grandparents. So I'm just trying to get like as much work done as I possibly can. So there's like a mismatch, boop, 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 of voiceovers and some videos, and then other ones probably going to be done in my car. Don't worry, parked, because that's the only place to be able to do it face to face. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.
You guys actually go to bed? What did I say? It's 2:30.